It's a wet and soggy day outside, but we are nice and dry here inside Odell Arena on the campus of Taylor University for today's Crossroads League Women's Basketball Top 15 matchup as the two-time defending national champion and number 5 Marian Knights travel about 70 minutes north here to Upland, Indiana to take on the number 15th ranked Taylor University Trojans. Rick Johnston here with you tonight. Taylor comes in winners of 5 in a row after defeating Spring Arbor on Wednesday night 62-49. The Trojans come in 16-7 overall. They're 9-2 in the Crossroads League. Marian 21-2, 10-1 in league action. They are fresh off of a win over St. Francis on Wednesday night. A couple little housekeeping notes to let you know about. Josie Cobb 6 points away from becoming the 23rd all-time leading scorer in Taylor women's basketball history. Kendall Bradbury 22 points away from moving into third place all by herself in the all-time scoring charts here at TU. Kendall is on pace. We've done the math here. She is on pace. If Taylor can get 2 postseason games, whether it's 1 in the league tournament and 1 in the national tournament or 2 in the league tournament, or any combination of 2 extra tournament games out of the final, outside of the final remaining 9 league contests, the Trojans, Kendall Bradbury will be the first Taylor women's basketball player to score 2,000 points in just 3 seasons. She would be the fastest to do that, and she's on pace to absolutely demolish the career scoring record. But that comes next year. Let's focus on today. Taylor had a double-figure lead back in just 3 weeks ago down in Indianapolis at Marian University. The Knights used a big third quarter, putting up 31 third-quarter points after being held to just 26 there in the first half. They took control after halftime and went away winning that contest down there, a game that the Trojans feel that they gave away down in Indianapolis. So a little bit of payback today for the purple and gold as they try to even the season series with the Knights of Marian. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the Trojans, Jody Martinez. This is the Marian General Hospital pregame show, and this is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network. Founded in 1950, Central Indiana Orthopedics began its tradition of offering compassionate expert treatment for patients with bone, joint, and muscle injuries and conditions. CIO doctors and staff continue that tradition today and provide specialized care in the following areas: ankle, back, elbow, foot, hand, hip, joint replacement and revision, knee, neck, physical medicine and rehabilitation, shoulder, spine, sports medicine, and wrist. CIO has locations in Anderson, Elwood, Fishers, Marion, Muncie, and Portland. The Anderson, Muncie, and Fishers offices also have walk-in clinics for acute injuries less than 2 weeks old, which do not require a referral or appointment. The doctors and specialized staff of CIO proudly serve as the official team doctors for Taylor University, as well as several area high schools and universities. To make an appointment or find out other information about Central Indiana Orthopedics, they can be reached at 800-622-6575 or at ciocenter.com. Marian General Hospital pregame show. Now time to catch up with the head coach of the Trojans, Jody Martinez, as he and the Trojans winners of 5 in a row after finishing the season sweep of Spring Arbor on Wednesday. Jody, a slow start to that game. You guys trailed after the first quarter. You guys come out and hit your first 7 or 8 shots in a row to start the second quarter. Kind of sloppy there in the third from both sides, but you guys come away with the win. What's your biggest takeaway from the win in Michigan on Wednesday night?
Probably the biggest takeaway was that the girls have to learn that now you're being a ranked team, people are looking at you as an upset, whereas we were on the opposite end. And I just encourage the girls that, don't lose that passion, don't lose that momentum that we've been using all year to get to this point. We've played a tough schedule for a reason. It was scheduled that way, but it also prepared us for this conference. And you're sitting in a situation with 7 games left. You can't take any opponent for granted. when you're one game out of first. And so, that was a big takeaway. Spring Arbor came with a lot of confidence, a lot of energy. They hit some shots early, which, in the sport, confidence will take you a long way. You can have a lot of fun with it. But then, we made some adjustments at halftime and just went to man-to-man. So it was good to see our man-to-man defense come through for us and held Spring Arbor to a total of 17 points second half.
Let's talk a little bit more about the confidence that your team has played with. When you and I spoke last week, you just talked about how much joy and enthusiasm the girls have, not only bringing it to practice, but also they just want to keep playing games and obviously winning 5 in a row and playing as well as they are. What does that do for you as the head coach? Does it make things easier? Does it make things more difficult, maybe having to dial things back to make sure that they're still locked in and maybe playing with that chip on their shoulder they had in the beginning of the year?
That's a good analogy you just said there. I think to give you a quick answer, I think it's easier to coach because you can use success as a motivation. I just remind them, hey, remember that feeling we had at Marian in the locker room afterwards? We knew, we're up double digits in the second half, and we knew we played a terrible third quarter where we beat ourselves, allowed them to score off our turnovers and, those things. So I just remind them, we don't want that feeling again. I can deal with losing if we compete and we played our hearts out. But when we give games away, those are the tough ones to swallow. So I think the joy, the energy they have right now, it's easier to coach.
We've talked a lot about different players up and down this roster that have shined at different moments this season, and we just add 2 more players to that list on Wednesday with the play of Lacey Garrett and Jamie Netzley. Aubrey Wright, the Books twins, don't play a lot against Spring Arbor, but Lacey and Jamie play, if not their most minutes of the year, close to it, playing 20 minutes against SAU. Developing them and helping them fill that void from what we saw with Sydney Huffman going down with that injury a couple of months ago. How proud were you of their performance on Wednesday night?
Well, very proud. I mean, as you saw the minutes, that was their reward for their effort on defense. I loved the way our defensive flow was going second half. So I sacrificed take the double-digit lead on the offensive end, sacrifice the defenders. Jamie gives me another ball handler in there. Aubrey and the Book twins didn't have a good flow. It was one of those days. It was unfortunate for them because those girls have been working hard all year too, and deserve to start and play the minutes they do. But it was a situation that you got to have confidence on some bench players, and the way Jamie and Lacey came in with confidence and the energy they had on the defensive end is why they stayed in there.
Someone that we've talked about a lot ever since she got here from Colorado a couple of years ago is Kendall Bradbury, named the National Player of the Week this week. She's been winning the Crossroads League Player of the Week, it seems like, for almost the entire month of January. How does she keep getting better, and how does she keep being successful when she is clearly the number one person on an opponent's scouting report?
Well, Kendall just wants to be the best. I mean, she knows the targets on her. Teams have strategies against her. Watching the film on Marian, there was 2 girls ready to get her, 3 girls even at times in the paint ready to double team her. It just sometimes the system allows her to get shots in transition. The system of continuity offense, bump, and where she can flare out, and with her being a 3-point threat, gives her some opportunities from there. And then offensive rebounding. I mean, she is our rebounder as well, and those putbacks add up to 2, 4, 6, 8 points a game. And so, she doesn't take it for granted. She was in today for 40 minutes doing a workout with me. She's trying to get better on everything in all aspects, and that's a tribute to where she's at. But, her accolade of being National Player of the Year, Crossroads Player of the Week, it's a team thing. And Kendall knows that. I mean, we recognize the team on the individual awards, but because that's not possible. Kendall's role is to score. Everybody knows it. So, therefore, we live in a society where the scorers get the credit.
And last thing as we catch up with head coach Jody Martinez as they get ready to take on number 5 Marian today. Let's talk about the Knights, 2-time defending national champions. They've been the belle of the ball here in the Crossroads League for the last 2 years. They just keep on rolling. We mentioned it earlier in the interview. Had a double-digit lead there in the third quarter. Big third quarter for the Knights. A lot of turnovers led to easy points for them in transition. How do you try to come out on the right side of things here this afternoon at home?
Yeah, they're 21-2, 10-1 in the conference, 1 game lead over us. It's one of those games where when you play the best, you got to bring your best effort for 40 minutes. And one of our keys is we got to have a lot of energy on both sides of the court. And and it's got to be the whole game. We can't play 3 quarters because we've already tried it. It didn't work. You got to play 4 quarters against Marian, and that's why they are the 2-time defending national champs. They are ranked 5th right now. They're playing very well right now. Senior dominant in terms of their leadership and controlling the flow of the game. They're just quality play. You know, Katie Giles is an unbelievable coach. She was an unbelievable player back in her day. She's got her team playing the way she did with tenacity and just an attitude that we're not going to lose. And that's where, you know, a lot of these teams in the Crossroads are looking up to Marian, and hopefully we have our opportunity to knock them off.
Should be a good one today. I know the girls are excited. I know campus is excited as well. Jody, good luck against Marian.
Thanks, Rick.
That is Jody Martinez, the head coach of the Taylor women's basketball team. We're back to wrap things up on the Marian General Hospital pregame. The Taylor University campus store, with their innovative textbook Butler delivery service and name brand Taylor apparel and gifts, supports the Trojans year-round. The campus store, powered by Tree of Life Books, is a proud corporate partner of TU Athletics. It's easy to find something to show off someone's TU pride with 2 campus locations, one in the Dome and one in the campus center near the food court. The store is also open 24/7 at taylorcampusstore.com.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
The Taylor University Athletic Department would like to thank BZW Master Painters, Central Indiana Orthopedics, Pizza Hut of Gas City, and the Players Club at Woodland Trails for being men's basketball season sponsors for the 2017-2018 basketball season.
We have 2 new streaming options for you folks today. If you're having trouble checking out Stretch or Facebook Live, we are streaming live right now on Twitter at Taylor Trojans and on the official YouTube channel of Taylor University Athletics. Just search for Taylor Trojans or Taylor University Athletics. If you type in just Taylor and Athletics, you'll get a bunch of Taylor Swift videos. And you don't want that if you want basketball. Should be a good one here today from inside Odell Arena. As we mentioned, Marian defeated Taylor the first time these 2 teams met. The Trojans limited the Marian offense in that first quarter 3 weeks ago in Indianapolis. And we'll see what they could do here today. A win today by the Trojans would move them into a tie for first place with Marian. Bradbury wins the opening tip. Taylor goes from left to right to start. They are in white. Marian opens up in a 2-3 matchup zone. Bradbury on the right elbow, try to find Cobb cutting to the baseline. She'll flip outside to Aubrey Wright, who tees up a 3 ball. That one is off target right side. And Deja Cyrus, one of the top rebounders in the Crossroads League, hauls it in. She'll fling it cross court to their leading scorer, Kelly Kirkhoff. Near side 3 ball on the way is switched in by Karen Jones, who is a 43% 3-point shooter. Jones was 5 of 6 for Marian in their win over St. Francis on Wednesday, knocking down her only 3-point try. She cans her first one here, and Marian goes up early 3-0. They're double-teaming Bradbury as Wise will spin it far sideline to Aubrey Wright. Suero, they're shadowing her in the zone defense. as Wise will come to the near side of the floor and Abby Books. One dribble from the twin Books, skipping left side high to Cobb, poked out of there as Jones collides with Josie Cobb, and now Jones, Titzer, slow to get back up, right with the shot clock dwindling, bangs it in off the glass from just about 30 feet out. When your grandfather's a Hall of Famer here at Taylor, you get bounces just like that. And we're even at 3 on a desperation heave from Aubrey Wright as she answers the Titzer three-point try. Cyrus in the paint. She'll catch the front of the rim and roll it home. So not Jones on the first three-point try. It was Titzer, who's only a 30% three-point shooter, and she buries her first one of the afternoon. That was on the opening possession. Cyrus answers with her first two as Taylor runs the weave up top. Aubrey Wright, right side circle. Suero guards her in the man-to-man. Suero gives up defending and wants to look for a travel, and Taylor will hold here in the offensive set. 8 to shoot. Bradbury, top of the key, trying to tie the game. Instead wants to give Taylor the lead, and does with a straight-on three. Kendall's three-point shooting has been fantastic in the last 3 weeks, and it continues here as she was just 1 for 4, a blip on the radar on Wednesday. Taylor with their first lead at 6-5 on trifectas from Wright and Bradbury. Suero, no-look dump down low. There's Karen Jones. She misses it. Wise will smack the shot away, and it's an alternating possession on the Wise block attempt. So the held ball will keep it here with number 5, Marian. They're 2 of 2 from the floor, actually now 2 of 3 from the floor, as Jones missed the first try of the afternoon. Cyrus, mid-post left, catch and shoot and swishes home a mid-range jumper. There's 4 for Deja Cyrus. And Marian back in front by 1, 7-6. 2 3-point tries. First from Wright with a shot clock dwindling. And then Bradbury rainbowed it in from the top. Titzer trying to draw up Cobb. Stop, pop. Seals it out top of the key as Jones will defend the speedy Kendall Bradbury. Far sideline to Wright with 8 to shoot. Suero marking her. Wright picks the bounce. Tough pass in traffic to Cobb with 4. Tied up with 3. Right wing with 2 to shoot. Cassidy Wise. Kaboom! And Taylor, 3 of 4 from distance. And they're back in front, 9-7 on the first three-point try of the afternoon from Cassidy Wise. And now Aubrey Wright will get some thievery ripping away from Suero. 3-on-2 break with Books. Her pass deflected away by Kirchhoff. Here comes Marian the other way. A 2-on-1 with Kirchhoff and Titzer. She'll bounce it right side, then Cassidy Wise says, thank you very much. I'll steal and run it the other way. 2-on-1, Wise, Bradbury, Wise fakes. She'll just barrel through Joanna Suero and lay it home with a left hand. 5 in a row for Cassidy Wise. And Taylor opens up a 4-point advantage at 11-7. 2.5 gone here in the first quarter. Cyrus front rim, and she'll catch the roll again and roll it home from straight on. She has 6 of the first 9 for Marian. And thanks to the 5-0 burst by Cassidy Wise, the Trojans still in front by 2. Off a screen, top, Cobb, chased off the line by Suero, who will again deny an open look. High pass, too tall for Bradbury, easily intercepted by Titzer of Marian. Running up the floor, will float over to Suero, left wing. Down low, left block, Cyrus. Has 6 of the first 9. Bradbury blocked her shot, but then Cyrus still fought through and put it in. Cyrus is 4 of 4 from the floor. Everybody else from Marian, they've only missed one other shot. That was from Karen Jones. We're tied at 11. So first it was 5-0 from Cassidy Wise. It's 4 in a row from Deja Cyrus as Cyrus now will guard Wise at the top. They deny the screen and roll to Bradbury. Cobb left side circle, draws 2 defenders. Wise will spin it. Aubrey Wright, 1 of 2 from 3. Let's make it 2 of 3 from the right wing this time for Aubrey Wright. 6 for Aubrey Wright in the opening quarter, and Taylor back in front by 3 as the two teams have combined to make 5 3-point shots here in the first quarter. Jones gets away with the travel that could have been seen from the moon. Cyrus at the top. She's been the offense here with 8 of the first 11 for Marian. Suero, not a good 3-point shooter, tries to prayer that one in, and she'll flip it in from her shoulder. Suero had a prayer-like 3 when these two teams met back 3 weeks ago in Indianapolis. It almost broke the glass. And here the 29% 3-point shooter gets one home. So that's Titzer, who's at 29%, and Suero, who have both hit threes, both at 29% this afternoon for the Knights. Wise wants her second 3 ball. Oh, a pretty little dribble pull-up from Cassidy Wise. 8 first quarter points for 15 and White. And the two teams just keep trading long balls. It's a 17-14 Taylor lead as the two teams shooting the lights out here in our opening stanza. Taylor above 80%. Same for Marian. The two teams only have 2 misses between them. Suero, Titzer, 1-3 this afternoon, trying to bank it in. No. Long rebound. It'll be swept away from Kirchhoff by Kendall Bradbury. There's just a second miss of the afternoon for Marian. Taylor has only missed one shot of their own. That was a three-point try. On the first shot of the game by Aubrey Wright, they've made their last 6 in a row. Kirchhoff is going to tackle Books on the near sideline, and she got greedy trying to go for the steal. Couldn't get the steal, so she tackled 40 in white. First on Kirchhoff, and that's our first break to catch our breath. Becca Books comes in for the first time. She will spell Abby Books. 3-point Taylor lead. They've led by as many as 4. Marian is led by no more than 2. Bradbury right corner trying to go baseline right. Tries to thread it through. Hit the legs of Suero as she tried to connect with Aubrey Wright. Third turnover for the Trojans. Marian has turned over twice. Kirchhoff yet to score. Cobb will deny her a shimmy shake to the rim. 3-2 zone for the Trojans. This is Jones on the high right side. To the corner and Titzer, then back to Kirchhoff. Top of the key, Cyrus, then left side high. This will be Suero. Less than 4 to go in the opening quarter. Taylor up by 3. Kirchhoff trying to tie it with a 3. Off target left. Jones with a rebound. And she collides with Kendall Bradbury, and they whistle the All-American for the foul. .350 to go here in quarter number 1. The first on Kendall Bradbury. And the first against Taylor here in a quick-moving opening stanza. Mid-post left Cyrus. 8 first quarter points for her as Marian will spin it around the arc as Taylor goes to their 3-2 zone defense, which has given teams fits over the last 3 weeks. Cyrus, right elbow, elevates over Bradbury, short. This time it won't catch the roll, and it's rebounded by Taylor's Cassidy Wise. Taylor from left to right in white. Marian defends in dark blue. Bradbury right wing, Jones guards her. Skipping left side high, Wise over Cyrus. This one was short from the high left side, and the first miss from 3 from Cassidy Wise. Just the second miss overall from the floor for the Trojans. Kirchhoff gets away with the travel in the paint. Suero high right side with Marian with the ball down by 3. Cyrus from 15 feet driving on the zone, pulls up mid-post left, and she's 5 of 5 here in the opening quarter. 10 first quarter points for Deja Cyrus, and that brings Marian back to within 1, down 17-16. Bradbury running the floor, angling, glassing, and there's her first 2-point field goal. Bradbury with 5, and Taylor up 19-16, and we have a stoppage of play. Marian has yet to go to their bench. The Trojans have gone to the bench once. They've brought in Becca Books in place of Abby Books. Aubrey Wright will have to check out. Lacey Garrett will come in to spell her, as they have to get a cut fixed on Aubrey Wright's lower right leg. Elle Williams comes in for the first time. And there's the first sub of the afternoon for Marian. She takes the place of Karen Jones. Cyrus with 10 of their first 16 points for Marian. Wise with 8 of the first 19 for TU. Taylor 5 of 7 from the 3-point arc here in the first quarter. That's the difference right now. They lead by 3, 19-16 to the Trojans. Marian with the ball from right to left in blue. Cyrus up top, left side high, Suero. Back between the circles to Kirchhoff. Titzer wants her second 3 and swished it in front of the Taylor bench. Rachel Titzer now 2 of 3 from distance, and that ties our game at 19 apiece. Garrett tried to throw it into Bradbury. It was poked away by Elle Williams. Marian trying to regain the lead. Kirchhoff trying to find the score sheet. Nope. Front rim short. Tapped around. Wise will rip it away from the taller Elle Williams. So Kirchhoff 0 for 2 from 3-point distance. Making now 0 for 3, excuse me. B Books almost had the pass deflect off her hand. She'll give it off to Josie Cobb. 2:02 to go first quarter. Taylor and Marian tied at 15 as Cobb puts somebody on the floor. Wise, 3-point shot was just off the left side of the rim as Titzer went falling on ice. Kirchhoff float over Bradbury. Nope. Bradbury rebound near side for the Trojans. It's a 2-on-1 if Garrett can get there. She'll weave, she'll stop. Over the defender, it was short, and Cyrus is there for the rebound for the Knights of Marian. Still even at 19, 90 seconds to go first quarter. Kirchhoff crossing over and laying it home with the left hand. After missing her first 3 shots, she finally gets one to go here and puts Marian back in front by 2, 21-19. As 2 more subs wait at the scorers table for the Knights of Marian. They're the 5th-ranked team in the land, 2-time defending national champions, to take on Taylor today, the 15th-ranked team in the country. A 1:15 to go first quarter. Taylor down by 2. Wise to the corner and Garrett. Suero cuts her off baseline left. Garrett looking Bradbury's way, can't get it to her. 5 to shoot. Wise trying to drive on Cyrus, so lets her go right down in. Cyrus shot no good, tapped out to Garrett as the shot clock was never reset. But it looked like from our angle that the ball hit the rim. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez, along with some of the fans, looking for a foul on the attack there by Cassidy Wise. Katie Ernstberger and Sarah Corbin check in for Marian. They replace Titzer and Cyrus. A minute to go first quarter. Marian, after trailing for most of this opening stanza, they lead by 2 right now as they go from right to left and white. Quickly, Ernstberger corner 3 is good for Katie Ernstberger. She's now just 3 of 10 from three-point distance. So 3 of the worst three-point shooters for Marian have hit three-point shots here in the opening quarter. Titzer, Ernstberger, and Suero. They have a 5-point lead, their biggest of the afternoon. Bradbury fakes the 3, drives right by Williams. Double team comes, back to B-Books outside the arc, left side. Right side circle, Aubrey Wright. Suero giving her space. Drive and kick. Wise. Floating left wing, this is Bradbury over Williams. 3-point try was short. And then now Marian called for the final shot as Becca Books will be called for the bump in the backcourt. First miss from the floor for Kendall Bradbury. Deja Cyrus carrying the water here in the opening quarter for Marian. She's on the bench right now. 10 first quarter points for the former All-League selection. Wise, the leader, with 8 for Taylor. Wright with 6, Bradbury with 5. The only 3 scorers for TU. Suero, right-hand crosser with 9. Baseline, weaving in on the, tiptoe the baseline left. 5 to shoot, Kirchhoff, one-hand weave. Turnaround hook shot off the glass, no good. Wise is there for the rebound, and that will be how the first quarter will come to a close. A quick 8-0 burst here for the Knights as they end the first quarter leading by 5. 24-19. Good one going here in the opening quarter between number 5 Marian and number 15 Taylor. This is Taylor Women's Basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Since opening in the late 1980s, the Maddox Family Dental Center has been focusing on providing the highest quality dental care for their patients. Children to adults can receive a full-service treatment to meet their dental needs. The Maddox Family Dental Center has 2 locations in Hartford City and Dunkirk and always welcomes new patients. The Maddox Family Dental Center, a proud corporate partner of Taylor University Athletics.
Kirchhoff, Williams, Titzer, Ernstberger, and Corbin, the 5 to start this quarter here for Marian. First time we see Jamie Netzley here on the afternoon for TU. Off-ball foul called against someone in blue.
Next foul on number 33, Sarah Corbin.
Fouls on Marian, Sarah Corbin, her first and the team's first. Taylor shot 7 of 13 from the floor in that opening quarter. Marian was 10 of 17. The teams combined to make 9 first quarter threes, 5 for Taylor, 4 for Marian. Aubrey Wright had 2 in the opening quarter, over to Wise, who also had 2 first quarter threes. First possession, quarter number 2, bullying her way in. Wise pass is too tall for Kendall Bradbury, and it floats out of bounds. 6th turnover of the first half here for the Trojans. They committed 5 in our first quarter. Just underway here in quarter number 2. Marian fell behind 19-16 after a 2-point shot by the Trojans. They closed the first quarter on an 8-0 burst. They lead by a game-high 5 right now. Kirchhoff, their leading scorer, only has 2 points. Off-target pass, batted around. Bradbury pulls her hand away at the last moment as it deflected off of Wise and then off of Williams of Marian. So the 2 teams trade turnovers on possession number 1 here of quarter 2. First of our doubleheader here this afternoon as we see the Marian men's basketball team making their way here inside Odell Arena. Titzer trying to guard Cobb. Man-to-man defense here for number 5 Marian. Wright High left side, floating into the free throw line. Bradbury down low to Wise, hesitates, right hand Glasser, and she'll get the roll from the right side of the glass. 10 first half points for Cassidy Wise, and Taylor gets the opening bucket here of quarter 2. They trim their deficit down to 3, and with a success on that last put up by Cassidy Wise, Marian sends Deja Cyrus immediately to the scores table. Taylor in the man-to-man defense. Kirchhoff holds left hip, pointing where she wants Williams to set a right side screen. She'll set it. Netzley fights through in the man-to-man. Corbin right elbow, got into the air. That's a travel as she tried to pump fake and then came back down to planet Earth. 4th turnover for Marian, their second here of the second quarter. Suero and Cyrus in for Marian. They spell Kirchhoff and Corbin, who had the last turnover. Less than 2 minutes in here to quarter number 2. Taylor with the ball. They go from left to right in white. They're ranked 15th in the country. Marian defends man-to-man. They're in blue, and they're 5th ranked in the land. Taylor down by 3 after trimming the 5-point deficit to start quarter number 2. Double team on Bradbury. Wise will drive from the right wing. Free throw line. Aubrey Wright looking for her 3rd three of the afternoon. That one was just a little bit long for Aubrey Wright. 2 of 4 is Aubrey from 3-point range. Titzer, mid-range jumper, left wing. That's an air ball. And then fought for on the floor as Suero's heels, make that Ernstberger's heels hit the baseline, and it goes back to TU. Marian doing this all without Macy Willoughby, one of their more impressive freshmen, an 8-point-per-game scorer for the freshman from Flora, Indiana. Only played 7 minutes, got hurt early there against St. Francis on Wednesday. She is out this afternoon with her right leg in a boot. Taylor with the ball can tie. Wise wants to do that here. Their 3-point shot is short, but Aubrey Wright comes soaring in for an offensive rebound. Wise, free throw line, pulls up over Suero, and Taylor down by 1. Wise with a team-high 12, a game-high 12 as well. And the Trojans start hot, 4 points to start quarter number 2. They're down by 1. Suero trying to cross over right, whips it back out to Williams. Driving over contact and puts it in with the right hand. Good drive from the 6-foot sophomore Williams. Her first points of the afternoon and the first points for Marian here in quarter 2. And then the ball slips right through Kendall Bradbury's hands. Here comes Marian the other way, leading by 3. 2.5 in here to quarter number 2. Suero at the left elbow gives off to Cyrus, who's 5 of 6 with a team-high 10 points. Taylor in the man-to-man. Ernstberger has a 3 this afternoon. Holds over her head and gives off to Cyrus. Heels on the arc with Wise giving her space. 10 to shoot for Marian. Suero, right hand bounce. She'll try another 3 from the top of the key. That one is short, and the long rebound comes out to Jamie Netzley. Suero, just a 29% 3-point shooter, hit her first one of the afternoon, but left that one woefully short. Right at the top, 3rd three of the afternoon would tie it. That one's off the left side of the rim, and Deja Cyrus soars for a right-handed rebound, her 3rd of the afternoon for Marian. Suero trails inside the arc. Mid-post right Williams, left-hand hook. She stepped easily, and that's a travel. Oh, they're going to get Bradbury for the bump. They're going to say that's what caused the extra step there from Williams, and Taylor head coach Jody Martinez not happy. The Trojans' leading scorer, Kendall Bradbury, just picked up her 2nd personal foul. And that puts Ellie Williams to the line. Not a good free throw shooter at just 55%. Marian not good as a team. They're just 69% as a squad. But a nice stroke there from Williams. She has 3 second quarter points. Kirchhoff back in for Marian. Haley Stratman's got to come in and spell Bradbury's got the 2 personals. This to tie the game-high 5-point lead. Williams made the first. And again, we mentioned just 55% on the season, but she switched both of those home cleanly. All four points for Williams have come here in the second quarter. That's all the scoring so far for Marian. They go back in front by 5 as Karen Jones comes in off the Marian bench. Cobb, Wright, Stratman, Wise, and Netzley, the Taylor 5. Suero, Cyrus, Kirchhoff, Jones, and Titzer, the 5 out there for Marian. So the Knights have their 5 starters on the floor. Taylor with 3 of their 5. Wise wants to do it herself. Out to Netzley, left-hand dribble, got her to the free throw line. Long 2, left wing Aubrey Wright. Perfect in front of that left corner. 8 points for Aubrey Wright. She comes in averaging just 4. And that brings Taylor back to within 3, down 28-25. 6:10 remaining here in our opening half. Double screen up top, so Suero goes to her right. Cyrus looking for her first second quarter points. Goes in, bully ball. Shot was too strong over Cassidy Wise. Weak side rebound there for Josie Cobb, her 3rd. Josie's yet to take a shot here this afternoon. And Taylor down by 3. Netsley trying to dart away from Kirchhoff. Now gives it back to Cobb, who's guarded by Kirchhoff, and then Kirchhoff called for the armbar. That's Kirchhoff's second, so the 2 leading scorers for both teams have 2 personal fouls. First of the quarter here for Marian. Netsley top of the key. Kirchhoff trying to force her to her dominant left hand. She'll float inside the arc, left side to Aubrey Wright. As we approach the halfway point of quarter number 2. Down the left side of the lane goes Cobb. Titzer defends her, and Cobb will cross over to her left hand. Double team comes, looking for an outlet. That's Stratman. Still plenty of time with 14-13. Free throw line hesitation. Netsley wants to tie with a right wing 3. That one's short off the near side of the rim. And Taylor just 5 of 13. A terrible pass is thrown up. It's tapped by Cobb and intercepted by Cassidy Wise. An awful pass from someone in blue by Marian. Their 5th turnover here in the opening half. Taylor has missed all 3 of their 3-point shots here in this third quarter. They get all 4 of their 3s. Suero guarding Wright, who took her head up and then dribbles it off of her right shoe. Lauren James comes in. She'll spell Josie Cobb. Here comes Sarah Corbin back in for Marian. She replaces... Nope, thought she was going to replace Kirchhoff. She's actually going to replace Suero. 5 minutes left to go second quarter. Marian, the fifth-ranked team in the country, lead Taylor by 3, 28-25. They move the ball from right to left in blue. Taylor defends man to man in white. Trojans leading scorer Kendall Bradbury on the bench with 2 first-half fouls. Cyrus, free throw line jumper is clean. There's her first points of the second quarter. She's got 12 to match Cassidy Wise's output. And Marian back in front by a game-high 5 at 30-25. Hot shooting there in the first quarter. Both teams have cooled off mightily here in quarter 2. Jones trying to guard Wise. She'll pull up from mid-range. It was long. And then Cyrus outjumps everybody for the rebound. Lauren James was called for the foul. She tried to tie up Cyrus. First on Lauren, second against Taylor here in quarter 2. 4:24 to go here in the first half. Taylor shooting 50%, then Wright will tap the ball off of Kirchhoff, and it's going to stay here it's going to go back to Taylor as Kirchhoff and Cyrus look perplexed. They look over for an answer from their head coach, 5th-year head coach Katie Geralds, and she offers no answers. James will float it into Cassidy Wise, the Trojans' second leading scorer. Stratman, far sideline, Netsley contested 3. That one is short, and the rebound hits the floor, and it's gobbled up by Kirchhoff of Marian. Netsley 0 for 2 from 3. Kirchhoff almost had the ball knocked away by Wise, who dives headfirst and takes out Karen Jones in the process. And Cassidy picks up her first foul. Third against Taylor here in quarter number 2. Taylor has missed all 5 of their 3-point tries here in the second quarter. They were 5 of 9 in the opening frame. Marian with the ball. Titzer will get it in baseline right. Has to get it in quickly and finally does to the far sideline and Kirchhoff. Cyrus with 12 first-half points for Marian. She has carried the water here for Marian in the first half, trying to get her second bucket of the second quarter. Titzer right wing with under 4 to go in the first half. Kirchhoff hesitates, ball knocked out of her hands, but they call Netsley for the reach-in. Nope, they're going to get Aubrey Wright on the bump. That's the first on Aubrey, 4th against Taylor here in the quarter, excuse me. Here's 2 free throws for Kelly Kirchhoff, who ironically is averaging career highs in field goal shooting and 3-point shooting, but a career worst in free throws. Knocks that one there. 3 points for their leading scorer, Kirchhoff. Abby Books in for the first time. She'll replace Jamie Netsley. Kirchhoff last year was a 71% free throw shooter, but she knocks down both here. She's got 4 points on the afternoon. And Marian takes a game-high 7-point lead as Suero comes back in. She will spell Kirchhoff. Taylor closing in on a 3-minute scoring drought. Aubrey Wright, the last bucket for the Trojans. That brought them to within 3. Wright trying to get the scoring going again, and she swishes home a left side high 3. Third first half 3 for Aubrey Wright. She's got 11 in the first half for Taylor, and she brings the Trojans to within 4. 3:29 to go here in the first half. Taylor has done an excellent job this year of closing halves. We'll see if they can put together another piece of art here. Suero, free throw line, open left corner. Sarah Corbin, rainbow 3, way too long. And then it's rebounded by Lauren James of Taylor. Corbin just a 29% 3-point shooter. High right side, Abby Books. Taylor with the ball down by 4. Aubrey Wright has had the hot hand here in the first half, going 3 of 6 from 3 for 11 first half points. James between the circles, guarded by Titzer in the man-to-man. 10 to shoot, pass by Jones, deflected by the back of Suero. No, they'll say it was off the hands of James. I thought it deflected off the back of Suero. She was defending Aubrey Wright in the far side corner. So Josie Cobb comes back in for Taylor. Remember, TU doing all of this with their leading scorer and the front runner for the Player of the Year in the Crossroads League, Kendall Bradbury, on the bench. She's the National Player of the Week this week, but picked up 2 first-half fouls. Has been on the bench for the last handful of minutes. 2:40 to go here first half. They'll double-team Cyrus's TU, and Cyrus traveled with it. They brought Books from the weak side as Cyrus was defended by Wise, and that's the 7th first-half turnover for Marian. They've scored 7 points off of the Trojan 9 turnovers. Taylor has only scored 4 points off the previous 6 miscues from the Knights. Wright holds top of the key. Will float into the paint. Pass was too tall for Wise. Went off her fingertips and is intercepted by Deja Cyrus of Marian. 10th first half turnover for TU. Suero tries to go wall to wall. Scooping from her knees. That was off the glass and nothing else. And Stratman has the rebound for Taylor. She'll deal it out to Josie Cobb, who's yet to attempt a shot from the floor here today. Wise up top. High left side, Abby Books. Defended by Corbin in the Marian man-to-man. 2:05 to go first quarter. Trojans with the ball down by 4. Stratman right wing runs her defender off a Cobb screen as Titzer will guard Wise at the top. Tried to find the cutting Books, too far for her, easily intercepted by Marian. Suero running again, defended by Wright of Taylor. 1:50 to go in the first half. Marian with the ball and they lead by 4. Cyrus, baseline right, bumped by Wise on the attack. That's the 5th foul against Taylor in the first half. In the second quarter, and the second against Cassidy Wise. So the Trojans' top 2 scorers on the year, Bradbury and Wise, each have 2 personal fouls here in our first half. Cyrus to the line, just a 65% free throw shooter, but that average does go up in a big, big way in league play. She's shooting 74% from the line in league contests. And she'll knock in the first one here. First trip to the line this afternoon for Cyrus. Wise out, Becca Books in for her. Corbin out for Marian, Ernstberger back in. Marian comes in 69% from the line on the year. They're 5 of 5 today, now make it 6 of 6 as Cyrus rattles in the second one. Taylor down by 6. They've trailed by as many as 7 here in the opening half, with 1:38 remaining in half number 1, with their top 2 scorers on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Taylor gets to the line 7 more times on average than their opponents this year. They have yet to get to the free throw line here this afternoon. Wright has 11 first quarter points. Mid-post Wright steps in. Left-hand hook shot is good as Aubrey Wright trying to pick up the slack with Wise and Bradbury on the bench. 13 first half points for Aubrey Wright, and that brings Taylor back to within 4 on a pretty little step-through move. Wright is Taylor's leading scorer right now in the first half. 1 point behind Cyrus for game-high honors. Bullet pass, far side of the floor. Ernstberger measuring a 3, short. Rebounded by Becca Books of Taylor. Ernstberger hit her first 3 and has missed this one. Wright will bring it up the floor with 50 seconds left in the first half. Cobb fakes the 3 and drives. Suero jumps in, flops down, trying to draw a charge on Cobb. Abby Books, high right side, contested 3 is off the right side of the rim. Stratman tried to poke it away from Cyrus, but she muscles it down. Taylor just 6 of 16 from 3-point range here in half number 1. They're just 1 of 7 in the second quarter. Books guarding Cyrus. 4-point lead for Marian. Jones drives and outside the arc, right side to Suero. Thought about a 3, then passes it up. 12 to shoot. Suero trying to run right off a screen with 8 to shoot. Suero step through, floating near side. This will be Titzer. 5 to shoot, blowing in from the left wing, and that was too easy for Rachel Titzer. First, second quarter scoring for Titzer. She's got 8, and Taylor down by 6. They'll hold for the final shot. 4 to go. Wright drives. Suero flops, and they call Aubrey Wright for the charge. And so now Marian will get the ball back, leading by 6 with 2 6/10 of a second left. Williams back in for the Knights, replacing Jones. Kirchhoff back in as well. She spells Ernstberger. Taylor's trailed by as many as 8 here in the second quarter. They trail by 6 right now. And Marian will have to bring it from the backcourt. Suero picks it up. Half-court heave before the half-court buzzer as she banks it in. right before the first half buzzer sounds. And just like we saw 3 weeks ago in Indianapolis, Suero, who is not a good three-point shooter, at just 29% on the year and just 20% in league games, has hit two big prayers here for Marian in the first half. She bangs in a half-court heave for the buzzer, and Taylor goes into the halftime break down by a game-high 9 points, 39-30. This is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body. And its favorite place to be is home. Marian General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 6 different levels of membership for you to choose from. You can join for as low as $100, all the way up to the athletic director level for $1,500. Each level receives premiums, complimentary season tickets, as well as gifts from the athletic department. Members also receive special recognition during halftime of the annual Silent Night game. In recent years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics, like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to athletics.taylor.edu and search Trojan Club. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University's student athletes. When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when a fan orders Pizza Hut for the game, they know exactly what they're getting.
Oh, nice.
Pizza, wings, as well as sides and desserts are all available at pizzahut.com or at their location in Gas City. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Founded in 1950, Central Indiana Orthopedics began its tradition of offering compassionate expert treatment for patients with bone, joint, and muscle injuries and conditions. CIO doctors and staff continue that tradition today and provide specialized care in the following areas: ankle, back, elbow, foot, hand, hip, joint replacement and revision, knee, neck, physical medicine and rehabilitation, shoulder, spine, sports medicine, and wrist. CIO has locations in Anderson, Elwood, Fishers, Marian, Muncie, and Portland. The Anderson, Muncie, and Fishers offices also have walk-in clinics for acute injuries less than 2 weeks old, which do not require a referral or appointment. The doctors and specialized staff of CIO proudly serve as the official team doctors for Taylor University, as well as several area high schools and universities. To make an appointment or find out other information about Central Indiana Orthopedics, they can be reached at 800-622-6575 or at ciocenter.com. The Taylor University campus store, with their innovative textbook butler delivery service and name brand Taylor apparel and gifts, supports the Trojans year-round. The campus store, powered by Tree of Life Books, is a proud corporate partner of TU Athletics. It's easy to find something to show off someone's TU pride with 2 campus locations, one in the Dome and one in the campus center near the food court. The store is also open 24/7 at taylorcampusstore.com. Back here inside Odell Arena, Rick Johnson with you at the break. It's number 5, Marian 39, number 15, Taylor 30. A half-court heave from the end of the first half by Joanna Suero is how our first half came to a close. Marian shot the ball very well in that first half. After both teams shot the lights out in the opening quarter, Marian finished the first half shooting 52% from the floor. They were 46% from 3, which is 11 points higher than their season average. They also went to the line 6 times, all in that second quarter, and they made all 6. Taylor shot 48% from the field, which is 5 percentage points higher than their season average. They shot 38% from behind the arc, better than their season average. But the big difference, and this is one of the 2 keys of the first half, Taylor did not go to the line at all in the first half. On the season, they average 7 more free throw attempts than their opponents, and they make almost 7 more free throws than their opponents entering today's action. Taylor also turned it over 12 times in that first half. It led to 12 Marian points. That is one of the bugaboos we saw 3 weeks ago in Indianapolis when Marian forced a whole bunch of turnovers against TU. A lot of turnovers for touchdowns led to easy points for the 5th-ranked team in the land. We had 3 players in double figures in that first half. One for Marian. Deja Cyrus hit her first 5 shots from the floor. She had 14 first-half points to lead the way for Marian. She was 6 of 8 from the floor and 2 of 2 from the line. Karen Jones was scoreless in the first half. Joanna Suero was 6, both on 3-point shots. Kelly Kirchhoff, their leading scorer, was held in check in the first half, much like she was when these 2 teams met in Indianapolis. She was just 1 of 4 from the floor for 4 points. Rachel Titzer had 8 points, getting the scoring going for Marian with a 3-point shot on their opening possession. Ellie Williams, with 4. Katie Ernstberger with 3. Sarah Corbin played, but did not score. The Trojans had 2 in double figures there in the first half, led by Aubrey Wright's 13. Cassidy Wise had 12. Kendall Bradford, the only other one to score for TU, but she barely played in that second quarter after picking up 2 second quarter fouls. She finished with 5 first-half points. Cobb did not attempt a shot in that first half. Same for James Stratman and Becca Books. Jamie Netzley and Lacey Garrett combined to go 0 for 3. Cyrus, her leading rebounder there in the first half. She had 5 first-half points. That's a look at the BSN Sports halftime report. We'll see what Taylor can cook up here in the third quarter. Marian has their attention. They played excellent defense here, forcing a lot of turnovers, and there have been some bad passes from TU as well. We're back with the second half here from Odell Arena right after this commercial break. This has been the BSN Sports halftime report. At the break, it's number 5 Marian 39 and number 15 Taylor 30. This is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
The decision you're making is about so much more than where you'll spend the next 4 years. It's about how you'll live the next 40. So let me break down the Taylor University experience. We integrate faith and learning to become well-rounded, lifelong learners, while delivering a deeper knowledge of our specific areas of study. Whether you're producing award-winning films, building satellites for NASA, or preparing for a national ethics debate, Taylor will push you to excel in your field. But excellence isn't always about having the right answers. Sometimes it's about asking the right questions. Taylor is interdenominational. That means we can't always fall back on specific church doctrine to settle issues. We rely on scripture and the dynamic nature of iron sharpening iron to better know the God who's not afraid of our question. Much of this happens in the small town of Upland, Indiana, the place where Taylor does life together. But don't let this small town fool you. The schedule is packed with things to do, and through these activities, faculty, staff, and students become more than individuals occupying the same address. They become a community. But this community isn't limited to the campus. We travel. Boy, do we travel. We are ranked as one of the top 10 schools in the country for overseas experiences. But it isn't just about the going. It's about the sharing of those experiences and being challenged by those who come to Upland as their international experience. Taylor is one of a few Christian colleges that expects all students to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Now, this doesn't mean Taylor is a Christian Disneyland, full of cardboard cutout perfection. Taylor is full of real people with real problems, and living together can get kind of messy. But in that mess, we take Jesus' call from John 13 seriously. We practice picking up our towel and dealing with the mess in each other's lives. We're not here just to follow the rules for 4 years. Instead, we hope to learn to live authentic lives, calling each other to lives of meaning. Every day, our focus remains on the 40, not just the 4. We'd love to show you more about Taylor. Come visit, sit in on a class, go to chapel, spend a night in a residence hall. Experience the difference for yourself. The decision you're making is about so much more than where you'll spend the next 4 years.
Third quarter about to begin. Both teams will bring their 5 starters back onto the floor to start half number 2. Suero, Kirchhoff, Titzer the guards for Marian. Jones and Cyrus are the forwards. Cobb, Wright, and Books the guards for TU. Wise and Bradbury the forwards for the Trojans. Third quarter underway. Marian will start with the ball, the fifth-ranked team in the country. They go from left to right in blue. They lead by a game-high 9. Cyrus, right elbow, had a good first half, but she misses her first second-half shot here, and the ball's gobbled up off the floor by Taylor's Cassidy Wise. Aubrey Wright will run the point. The Trojans in their home white jerseys and shorts. Gold numbers trimmed in purples, purple letters. Right elbow, Bradbury pivots. Hands off to Aubrey Wright. Had a team-high 13 there in the first half. Cobb did not take a shot from the floor in half number 1. Between the circles here, 30 seconds into half number 2. Step back right wing 3, Aubrey Wright. That one just skipped off the rim. Bradbury down low, and Karen Jones of Marian will be called for the foul. Her first, and the first against the Knights here in quarter 3. 38 seconds into half number 2. Cobb will get it in baseline right. Will float it to the top of the key, and Bradbury contested 2 off the glass, no good. Long rebound, Cyrus couldn't gobble it up. Wise will gather it, fire it, and just have it roll off the rim. Then that one goes off the ear of Jones of Marian. Suero will heave it far sideline for the Knights in Titzer. Suero 2 first half threes. One off of her season high of 3. Kirchhoff was quiet in the first half. 4 points, drives, fumbles with it, throws a prayer that hit the bottom of the rim as she went diving to the end. And then Wright whistled for the travel in the backcourt. She tried to jab step. Just move that pivot foot slightly as Suero was standing about 3 feet away. She tried to jab step and get a little bit of room to work. 13th turnover for Taylor, their first of the second half. Marian scored 12 points off the Taylor miscues in half number 1. Kirchhoff, top of the key. Cobb defends her. Suero, right sideline, 2 of 3 from the three-point arc in the first half. Running around Jones screens, Bradbury switches to her. Now Wright comes in, Wise pokes a pass away, goes off of Jones's forearm, and that pass will go back to TU. As Marian head coach Katie Gerald's not happy with her Knights from that far corner. The two teams shot the lights out in the first quarter, going a combined 17 of 30. The two teams have cooled off here after that opening stanza. Wright will bounce to Abby Books. Tight pass into Wise. Then back to the trailing Aubrey Wright. We'll jog it to the front court. 90 seconds in here to half number 2. Taylor from right to left. We remain at our 39-30 lead from halftime for the Knights. 5th-ranked team in the country. Taylor, 15th. Cobb to the right side corner, and Aubrey Wright with 6 to shoot. Left side screen, Bradbury. Top of the key, Wise open for a 3-ball. That one short off the front rim. And after Cassidy made her first 2 3-point tries, she's missed her last 4 in a row. Still no score, 2 minutes into quarter 3. Kirchhoff prodding and then whips it outside between the circles. This will be Joanna Suero. Tugging at the stomach of her blue uniform, calling out the half-court set play for the 5th-ranked Marian Knights. Jones, left side circle, fakes the 3, pulls up from the free throw line. That one hit the right side of the rim and rolls off. We saw many of those shots get the roll for Marian in the first half. They're 0 for 2 to start here in quarter 3. Books inside the arc, right wing, will back it out after a bounce pass from Aubrey Wright. Cassidy Wise, left side high, back to the far side, and Abby Books. Pointing where she wants someone to cut. Between the circles, the pass comes to Cobb. Left-hand dribble, double team, back up top to Wise. Bullets one far sideline. Abby Books trying to get the scoring going and claps those hands after the ball goes slicing through the nylon. So Abby Books' first points of the afternoon. And Taylor's 8th 3-point try draws them to within 6 as they draw initial blood here in quarter number 3. Jones, open left corner 3, nope. Skips off that far side rim, rebounded by Abby Books. Jones 0 for 2 from distance. A good 3-point shooter at 43%. Almost 3 minutes in, Books pivoting, far sideline, right side high to Wise as Marian in the man-to-man. Left-hand dribble Cobb, lost it, got it back, reignites, and circles home a reverse layup with the right hand. Left to right goes Josie Cobb. Her first points, and Taylor scores 5 after an initial scoring drought from both sides. There to within 4. Wright hounding Suero, right side circle Kirchhoff. Cobb able to fight through some off-ball screens to deny an open look from 3 from the stellar Kirchhoff. Left elbow jump shot, nope, long, Wise rebound for Taylor. Kirchhoff just 1 for 6 from the floor here in the contest so far. Taylor on a 5-0 burst. Pass a little bit too far for Bradbury. Double team, whip around to Wise. Denied a spinning the arc pass to the near side and Aubrey Wright. Almost 4 minutes gone in quarter 3. Cobb just blowing everybody off and drives in down the right side of the lane. She's fouled on the attack. The second against Marian here in quarter 3. First on Deja Cyrus. And they'll actually say that was a shooting foul. And so they'll put Cobb to the line for 2. An excellent free throw shooter at 83%. And that draws the ire of the Marian fans. That's the first free throw for Taylor right there. And Cobb makes it. Averaging career highs in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, and free throw shooting percentage. And it's a 4-0 Josie Cobb run. It's a 7-0 run by Taylor to start this third quarter. They started the third quarter off down 9. They're down by a deuce right now. Number 5, Marian, mid-post left Cyrus. Double team comes with right out to Suero. This one from the parking lot. That's off the right side of the rim. Bouncing out of bounds, and then Titzer dribbles it on the near sideline. Taylor dared Suero to try to hit her third 3 of the afternoon, and this one was way outside the arc, and she missed it long. And so Taylor on a 7-0 run to start quarter 3. As Marian 0 for 7 from the floor to start. Taylor can tie or take the lead here. It'd be their first lead in a long, long while. Back all the way since the first quarter. Almost halfway home here in quarter number 3. Pass easily intercepted by Kirkhoff from right. Abby Brooks trying to hustle back and deny the shot. Kirkhoff left-hand layup, and that ends the 4.5-minute scoring drought. As waving her hands emphatically is Marian head coach Katie Geralds. 6 points for Kirkhoff on an ill-advised pass there from Aubrey Wright. 30-second timeout. We'll pause momentarily. 5:24 to go in the third. It's number 5, Marian, 41, and number 15, Taylor, 37. This is Taylor women's basketball on the Trojan Sports Network. Marian's first bucket of the third quarter didn't come to the 5:26 mark. And it stops a 7-0 run by the Trojans. Taylor had cut the deficit down to 2. Backcourt pressure here from Marian. 4 players in the backcourt. Here comes Wise, going with a 2-on-1. Long elbow jump shot off the front rim, no. But Aubrey Wright comes soaring in like an eagle. And now Cobb for a 3-point try, and that's good. And Taylor back to within 1. First 3 of the afternoon for Cobb. She was scoreless with no shots taken in the first half, and Cobb is 2 for 2 with 7 third quarter points. Suero drives, off-balance shot, and Aubrey Wright will bail her out with a foul. That's the third on Aubrey, who's been excellent offensively today. They'll put Suero to the line for 2 shots. First against Taylor here in quarter 3. Marian as a team has yet to miss a free throw today. They're 6 of 6, and now will make it 7 of 7. First scoring of the third quarter for Suero. Her first non-3-point make. She's got 7. The best she can do is make it a 1-possession game of 3 points. Trying to do that here, and the righty from Portugal does. Suero, the former All-League selection, the top young lady in assists in the league at over 7 per game. Double team Books will bounce it around to Wise as the pressure on the backcourt once again by Marian. Knights lead 43-40. Abby Books at the top. Jones leaning on Bradbury mid-post right. 4:40 to go. They go left side Bradbury. Double team comes with Kirkhoff. Left corner to Cobb. 7 third quarter points for Tenon White. Crossover, Books goes right around. Her right-hand shot too strong, but Abby Books was there for the rebound, but it went off the front of the rim. Hauled in by Karen Jones of Marian. They skip it all the way to the near sideline to the Knights and Kirkhoff. Angling, floating. Cyrus beats everybody back for an easy right-hand finish. First third quarter scoring for Deja Cyrus, and she has a game-high 16. And that puts Taylor down by 5, 45-40. Pass easily intercepted by Kirkhoff. Turnover number 15 for the Trojans. Then a shot no good off the back rim. Missed. Looked to be there by Kirkhoff. Rebounded by Aubrey Wright. 5-0 Marian lead. Taylor had trimmed the deficit down to 1 at 41-40. 4-0 burst here for the Knights. Abby Books spins it left corner Wise. Looking Bradbury's way. Wise will drive right hand. Got to the league logo. Off-balance shot too strong. And Suero comes in weak side for the rebound for Marian. Up the floor near side Titzer. Driving on Cobb. Jumping to the baseline. Skips in far corner Kirkhoff. Wright staying with her jab step. Kirchhoff step through move, lays it in, no good. There'll be a shooting foul here for the leading scorer for Marian. That's the fourth on Aubrey Wright, who led the Trojans in scoring with 13 first half points. But then Kirchhoff misses the front end of the free throw. We mentioned how she's averaging a career low in free throw shooting this season. And so Wright, who's putting together her second best game of the year, will have to come out in place of Lacey Garrett. Williams re-enters for the Knights, replacing Cyrus. Kirchhoff missed the first, she rolls in the second. And Becca Books will come on for the first time here for TU in the second half. B. Books replaces twin sister Abby. Two-possession game as Garrett runs in the backcourt. Taylor down 46-40. Garrett off to Cobb, right side of the floor. 3:23 to go here in the third. Kendall Bradbury is yet to get a bucket here in the second half. Wise, left side, flips outside to Bradbury, dust off target. Bradbury able to snatch it back in with the fingertips. Cobb hounding Kirchhoff, who's then called for the reach-in, who complains vehemently and hops up and down in frustration and then pirouettes like a ballerina. And that's her third. So all the team's leading scorers outside of Cyrus for Marian have collected at least 2 fouls. Wise with 2, Bradbury with 2 for Taylor, and Kirchhoff now with 3. Taylor with the ball down 6. They had trimmed it down to 1. Marian has responded on a 5-0 answer. 3:02 to go here in the third quarter. B. Books, left side high, left side screen, Wise. Double team comes back to Wise, trying to snap the shooting streak. That one's long and it's rebounded right into the arms of Titzer. Wise has missed 5 straight threes after hitting her first 2. Suero trying to go end to end. Garrett will hold her up. First on Lacey, third against Taylor here in quarter 3. 2:47 left to go here in the third quarter. Marian on a 5-0 run right now after a 3-point shot by Cobb had trimmed the deficit down to 1. Kirchhoff steps into a 3-ball right side. That one is short. Off the hands of Bradbury into Jones. Hook shot hits the front rim and falls off, and this time Bradbury hauls it in. 7th rebound today for Kendall Bradbury. Just 5 points, all coming in the first quarter. Wise drives, bumped by Williams. That's her first, and the 4th against Marian in quarter 3. Kendall's attempted just 1 shot here in this third quarter. Katie Ernstberger, Sarah Corbin come in for the first time in quarter 3 for Marian. They take the places of Kirchhoff and Jones. So that leaves just Titzer and Suero, the only 2 starters out there for the Knights. Cobb baseline left, off-ball foul. And that's the 5th one against Marian, so Taylor's got free throws coming here. That's down Ellie Williams. Her second and the 5th against Taylor. So Taylor in the bonus for the final 2:29 of quarter 3. And Kendall Bradbury trying to find her first points since the first quarter. And there it is. 6 for Kendall Bradbury. That stops the 5-0 run by Marian. Kendall was named the NAI National Player of the Week this week. And rainbows in the second free throw. Barely played in that second quarter did Kendall after picking up 2 first-half fouls. The 2 free throws from the front-runner for the Crossroads League Player of the Year award draws Taylor to within 4. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Cyrus and Kirchhoff, Marian's top 2 scorers, sitting on the bench. Taylor in the man-to-man. Suero drives, hesitates, goes right down the right side of the lane for an easy right-hand layup. And then she laid it in, turned and looked for a foul call, which she won't get. Suero in double figures with 10. B. Books, left-hand dribble, picks it up to the far sideline and Cobb. Taylor back down by 6. Cobb trying to cut into it with a 3, and that one was from right in front of her own bench. Cobb with 10 third quarter points. She doesn't care she didn't take a shot in the first half. She's now 2 of 2 from distance and 3 of 4 from the floor. A full timeout taken by Taylor as the senior Josie Cobb brings rain and draws Taylor back to within 3.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Big buckets here in the third quarter from a big-time shot maker, number 10 senior Josie Cobb. No shots in the first half. She's hit 3 of her 4 here in the third quarter. 2 of 2 from 3. She's got 10 third-quarter points. And Taylor has gotten the help today, but Kendall Bradbury has been held in check. She's just 2 of 4 from the field for 7 points and 7 rebounds for this week's National Player of the Week. The Trojans got 13 first-half points from Aubrey Wright, but she's on the bench right now with 4 personal fouls. Cassidy Wise has 12, and if Bradbury can get going here, you would think things would turn in the favor of the young ladies wearing white. 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Marian with the ball. They lead by 3. Suero got all the way to the right block and then backs all the way to the top of the key. Cyrus has come back in. She gets it right block. She's triple teamed. Bumps away. Down to Williams, who fights it away from Cobb and glasses it in. First scoring for Ellie Williams here in the second half. She has 6. And Taylor back down by 5. Books, left wing 3-ball. Nope, off the back rim. And then it's fumbled out of bounds by Ernstberger. She just had that in her hands, and then she just threw the ball out of bounds. So Taylor gets a break out of their full timeouts. 1:22 to go in the third. Taylor down by 5. Williams collided with Bradbury. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez wanted a foul for the All-American. Cobb has been hot in the third quarter, 10 third-quarter points. Got to the free throw line. B. Books measuring a 3-ball off the front rim. Cyrus taps into the air, then just hauls it in with the fingertips. She had many folks flooding her airspace. 60 seconds left to go in the third. Marian with the ball, and they lead by 5, 50-45. Right wing, Ellie Williams, all day to shoot a 3. No, that was an air ball. That was woefully missed. It just grazed the bottom of the net. B-Books will bring it up. Cobb blowing right around Suero. Stops to the block. Bumped. Try to throw it away. Wise will dive on the floor. She's tied up. Held ball will keep it here with TU with 19 to shoot and 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cobb went right around Suero. The help defense came from Williams in the paint. And then as Cobb tried to slide it through to Wise, Cyrus poked it away, and then Wise fell on the loose ball. Play is stopped. And Cobb will get it in baseline left. Floating into Wise. Bradbury calls for it, gets it right side circle. Garrett, high left side. Marian in the man-to-man. Taylor with the ball. They trail by 5. Garrett, that ball kicked almost to the scores table by Portugal's Joana Suero. I'm sure she has some soccer in her background, so that skill set with the feet, not surprising. She actually played, ironically enough, when she was a younger young lady against her head coach Katie Geralds when Geralds played professionally in Portugal. That's how she found her. Cobb, baseline right, trying to get in with 15 to shoot. Taylor screaming for an off-ball foul. Wise goes right around Cyrus. Then she got into the air. She's bailed out by a foul as she tried to dump it down low to Bradbury. That's against Ellie Williams, her third. And Taylor already in the penalty, so 2 free throws here for Cassidy Wise. Cass looking for her first points of the second half. Shot clock turned off with 25.9 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. First one from Cassidy, perfect. She's got 13. Stratman in for TU. She replaces Bradbury, who's got the 2 personal fouls. Ernstberger and Williams out. Titzer and Corbin back in for Marian. Just to make it a 3-point game. Cassidy made the first free throw. Mom can't watch across from us. And Wise swishes it home. 14 for Cassidy. Taylor down by 3, 50-47. Marian with the rock. They can hold for the final shot. Garrett defends Suero in the man-to-man. 17 to shoot for the Knights. They go from left to right in dark blue. Taylor defends man-to-man in white. Suero right-hand bounce. Handoff to Kirchhoff with 10. Outside Corbin. She's not a three-point shooter. Gives it back to Kirchhoff, who is. 6 and 5. Kirchhoff, top of the key. Corbin, open 3-ball. Got it. Corbin, just a 29% three-point shooter. Makes her first 3 of the afternoon and just her 6th all year. She's the 4th player today for Marian, who shoots 29% or worse from 3, and she's made one here this afternoon. That puts Taylor down by 6 as we head to the final quarter. The margin is 53-47. This is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body. And its favorite place to be is home. Marian General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center. which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Josie Cobb, your headliner there from the third quarter. She scored 10 of Taylor's 17 third quarter points. The late three by Corbin pushes the lead back to a double-digit game as Suero will swing it from the baseline after she leapt into the air. Cyrus top of the key, Marian up by 6 as we start the fourth quarter. A win today by the Trojans will be their 6th in a row. It'll be the first time they defeated Marian in a long time. Corbin runs, off-balance layup, nope, off the back rim, rebounded by Taylor's Kendall Bradbury. But a win for Taylor as well would also bring them into a first-place tie with this Marian basketball club. Garrett, Cobb, Becca Books, Bradbury, and Wise, the 5 out here for Taylor. They are triple-teaming Bradbury down low. Cobb, defended by Kirkhoff. She'll float it left side high to Wise. Cyrus guards her straight up. 7 to shoot. Taylor with the ball down 6. Cobb goes in, and Kirkhoff got her hand in there. That's her 4th personal. That's the 4th personal against the leading scorer from Marian, Kelly Kirkhoff. And the first against Marian here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey Wright enters for the first time here in the fourth. So now Kirkhoff will exit with 9-11 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll keep our eyes when she returns. Corbin has come in here for Marian. Bradbury has Corbin guarding her. Cyrus defends Wise up top. She'll bullet one far sideline to Cobb. Back up top, Wise, a 3-ball. Straight on and straight through. After missing 5 in a row, Wise steps in and cans one. And Taylor right back into it, down by just 3. Just a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Taylor gets the first scoring. Corbin wants her second 3 in as many tries, and she switches this one from the far corner. So Corbin has scored the last 6 for Marian after hitting one just before the end of the third quarter. It's 56-50 Marian. That's Corbin now 2 for 2 from distance. Wise spins away from Cyrus. Over 3 defenders. Couldn't get the roll from the right side of the rim. Cyrus top of the key. Kicked that heel up and it just rolled off. And then Corbin's called for a terrible foul. She tried to come in and poke it away from the weak side of Cassidy Wise. She collided with her. That's Corbin's second. And the second against Marian here in quarter number 4. 56-50, just almost 2 minutes in here to quarter number 4. It's Wright, Cobb, Becca Books, Wise, and Bradbury. Bradbury right elbow, down low to Cobb, trying to throw it up with a reverse layup, no good as she bobbled the ball, and an excellent find there by Bradbury. Suero up the floor, left side for Marian. Taylor in the man-to-man defense. Corbin, Ernstberger far sideline. The senior fakes the 3, then deals off. Back over to Joanna Suero. Wright daring her to shoot a 3. They go down low, Cyrus, guarded by Bradbury. Out to Suero, hit 2 threes this afternoon. That one was rolling in and then rolled off. So Suero hit 2 of her first 3-point try. 3 3-point tries. She's missed her last 2. 7:30 remaining in the fourth. Taylor with the ball from right to left in white. They're the 15th ranked team in the land. Marian number 5, Books fakes the 3. Corbin got her hand tied in there, and that's the third against Sarah Corbin, and more importantly, the third against Marian here in the fourth. Taylor did not take any free throws whatsoever in the first half. They went to the line 6 times in the third, and we haven't even played 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter, and Marian already has 3 fouls to the team. Cobb to Bradbury left wing. Quick bounce off to Aubrey right as Marian defends man-to-man. They're in blue. Blue numbers, blue letters trimmed in yellow. Wise over Cyrus. Right hand is good. 5 fourth-quarter points for Cassidy Wise, and Taylor down by 4, 3 minutes into the final quarter. A win by the Trojans today, their 6th in a row. It would also be Marian's just 2nd league loss and move the two teams into a tie for first place. Ernstberger has other ideas. Her 3 is off target. Kendall Bradbury, right, 9th rebound of the night. Ernstberger now 1 for 3 from distance. She hit her first one. She's missed her last 2. Still early on here in the 4th as Marian has gone cold. They're just 1 of 4 here in the 4th quarter so far. The Trojans 2 of 4. Books, far sideline, collides with Ernstberger. They let him play on. 7 to shoot. Books floats into Bradbury. Nice catch in the air! And then she lays it in with a right hand! Kendall Bradbury brings Taylor to within a deuce. And now Ernstberger, she will be bailed out by a timeout by the Marian bench as she was just looking to the long arms of Becca Books. 30-second timeout for Marian. Check that and make it a full. And here comes Kirchhoff with back onto the bench. With those four personals and 6:22 to go, we'll take a timeout. Big bucket from the All-American, Kendall Bradbury. She's brought Taylor to within a deuce, down 56-54. 6:22 to go, 4th quarter.
Since opening in the late 1980s, the Maddox Family Dental Center has been focusing on providing the highest quality dental care for their patients. Children to adults can receive a full-service treatment to meet their dental needs. The Maddox Family Dental Center has 2 locations in Hartford City and Dunkirk and always welcomes new patients. The Maddox Family Dental Center, a proud corporate partner of Taylor University Athletics.
Full timeout for Marian. It'll be their ball. 6:22 to go here in the 4th quarter. Taylor to within 2. They've outscored Marian 7-3 to start this 4th quarter off. A big bucket from Sarah Corbin. A left corner 3 is the only scoring so far for the Knights. Kirchhoff back in after sitting on the bench with the 4 personal fouls. She was gone for almost 3 minutes. Suero, right, giving her plenty of space. They look Cyrus's way as Bradbury guards her. Kirchhoff angling away from Cobb as she defends in the man-to-man. Cyrus mid-post left out to Corbin. 2 of 2 from 3 as Wise will guard hers. 5 to shoot for the Knights. They lead by 2. Suero parking lot heaving 3 is good. 2nd time she's hit from that range today. It's her 3rd 3. It ties a season high. And Taylor down by 5 as Suero's come up with some uncharacteristically 3 big 3-point shots today. 59-54 the Marian lead. Cobb holds in the right corner for TU. Bouncing over to Wise. She wants a 3 of her own. That one's off the front rim, and Suero snatches it out of there for Marian. She'll run up the floor as Wright has to be careful playing with the 4 personal fouls. 5:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Marian back in front by 5. They've only scored 6 points here in this 4th quarter, both on 3-point tries from Corbin and Suero, and now Kirchhoff finally gets a 3-point try to go after she missed her first 3 from 3-point distance. Kirchhoff in double digits with 10. It's a 6-0 run for Marian out of their timeout. And Taylor, which had once trailed by 2, now trails by 8. 5:05 to go here in the 4th. Cyrus guarding Bradbury, and that's a foul on Deja Cyrus. Her 2nd, and the 4th one against Marian here in the 4th quarter. They have triple-teamed Kendall Bradbury since the opening tip. Jones back in for the first time here in the 4th. She replaces Corbin. They've gotten some big 3-point shooting today, have the Knights. They're 9 of 22 from behind the arc. Taylor 10 of 26. Both teams shooting well above their averages today, from 3-point distance, I should say. But again, the difference, Taylor usually goes to the line 7 more times than their opponents. They outscore them at the line by almost 7. Today they've gone 4 less times, and they've been outscored by 3. And Marian's almost taking Kendall Bradbury out of this game. Kirchhoff goes in, Books will hammer her to the floor, and then Kirchhoff acts like she got shot. She did run into Becca Books. Now she's helped off the floor. You kind of knew she was okay when she laid down there and smiled. It looked for a moment that she might have really been hurt, but then she cracked that smile and you kind of knew she was okay, which is good. They don't see anybody hurt. That's the first foul against Taylor here in the fourth. The second one against Becca Books. So Marian right now on a 6-0 burst. Threes from Suero and Kirchhoff. Now our three officials will huddle together. 4:46 to go in the fourth quarter. They're looking up at the clock. They're trying to figure out if they need to take a second off the shot clock or the game clock. Number 5, Marian, up 62-54 over the Taylor women's basketball team. The 15th ranked team in the land. A win today by the Trojans, again, would move them into a tie for first with Marian. Remember, the Knights playing without one of their better guards. Freshman Macy Willoughby got hurt, only played 7 minutes against St. Francis on Wednesday. Willoughby averages 8 points per game and is a long-range specialist. She's only taken 50 shots that weren't from three-point distance this year. She came in to the day shooting 37 for 103 from behind the arc, but her teammates have picked up the slack here in a big way, with a handful of players that shoot below 30% that have knocked in a three-point shot today, with Suero being the big one. She's got 13 points. She's 3 of 6 from behind the arc. She came in shooting just 29% on the season and just 20% from behind the arc in league contests. Kirchhoff came in averaging 16 points per night. She's been held 6 below her average. Kendall Bradbury, though, the big story, just 9 points for this week's NAI National Player of the Week. Which is 16 points below her average. So they reset the game clock to 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Now we have another discussion. That was quick. So 4 minutes, 59 seconds left in regulation. Marian, after a full timeout when they saw their lead trimmed down to 2, have responded with a 6-0 run. A parking lot 30-foot range three from Joanna Suero and a three-point shot from Kirchhoff have been their 6 points. Suero holds top of the key off to Kirchhoff, trying to go 2 for 2 the last 2 times from 3, and there she hits it. Kirchhoff missed her first 3 three-point tries. She's hit her last 2. It's a 9-0 burst here for Marian, and they've taken a game-high 11-point lead, 65-54, with 4:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cyrus guards Wise right side of the floor. Taylor from right to left and White. Wise drives, skipping Aubrey right, left wing 3 she holds. Top of the key, Wise wants another 3. That one is an air ball as it bounces out of bounds. Didn't even hit the bottom of the net. Cassidy 3 of 10 from behind the arc, as Marian has done a picture-perfect job of taking away the frontrunner for the Player of the Year, Cassidy Wise. 9-0 run right now for the Knights. All on three-point shots. Suero, and then the last 2 from Kirchhoff. They lead by a game-high 11, 65-54. Cyrus mid-post left, hook shot over Bradbury, no good. Long, and Bradbury's there for the rebound, her 10th. 4:05 to go here in the fourth. Taylor needs buckets, and they need them quickly. Wright will try to create her own. Got inside the free throw line, outside to Becca Books, around a Wise screen, got her to the free throw line. Skipping to Aubrey Wright, high right side. Right hand bounce down low to Bradbury, goes right around Jones. Bradbury fumbled with it, got it back. Cyrus ties her up, and the held ball will keep it here with TU. Just 5 shots all day for Kendall Bradbury. Here comes Jamie Netzley in off the Taylor bench. First time we've seen her since the second quarter. She replaces Becca Books. But give Marian credit. They have taken away Kendall Bradbury here in a big way. Still 3:49 left for Kendall to get going. Wise through a double team over to Aubrey Wright. Cyrus defends her. 6 to shoot. Right side high, Cobb, left hand dribble with 3, with 2, fades away, heaves it up before the horn. It'll just roll off the right side of the rim, and Cyrus is there for the rebound for Marian. Her team best 8th to go with a team best 16 points. Only 5 players have scored for Taylor today. And Kendall Bradbury, their leading scorer, at 25 a night, only has 9. Kirchhoff trying to go 3 for 3 in the last 3 tries from 3. It's short, and then Wise will hunt the rebound on the baseline to our right. Wise of the floor, far sideline to Aubrey Wright. Taylor has gone 3+ minutes without a bucket. They trail by a game-high 11 points. Bradbury double team, passes out of the reach of the cutting Jamie Netsley. It bounces out of bounds. 17th turnover by Taylor here this afternoon. And Marian has scored 17 points off the Trojan miscues. So they've outscored Taylor by 13 in points off of turnovers. And you combine with holding Kendall Bradbury well below 16 points below her season average. That's how Marian leads by 11 right now. They've got some timely shooting. Cyrus cuts in between two Taylor defenders. She can't get the roll of the right hand. She's missed her last 2 shots. She's 7 of 13 from the floor. 2:48 to go in the fourth. Taylor with the ball down by 11. Cobb, left side high to Aubrey Wright, defended by Suero in the man-to-man. Wright thought about a step-back 3, denied the shot. Over the head, Kirchhoff ready, she'll intercept. She's going to outrun everybody at the other end. Netsley tried to jump her, and Kirchhoff easily lays it in. She's got 8 fourth-quarter points. Kirchhoff's got 15 in the game for Marian. They're on an avalanche right now. They lead 67-54 over Taylor. They're on an 11-0 run right now. Taylor has scored not in the last 4 minutes. Cobb down the left side of the lane, bumps, hooks it in with the left hand, but just bounced off the rim. Up the floor, Kirchhoff hauls in the long pass with the left hand, bounces it down to the trailing Cyrus. They call Wise for the block, and Cyrus put it in with the right hand. She'll have a chance at the three-point play. 13-0 run right now for Marian. Coming out of their full timeout, has started with a Corbin three-point try from the far side corner. And their big players have come here. Cyrus with the bucket. Kirchhoff has got 8 in this burst. Suero with a three-point shot as well. Cyrus 2 of 2 from the line today. She can't complete the three-point play. 12th rebound for Kendall Bradbury. Suero collides with Netsley trying to go for the steal. 2:05 to go. Right wing 3-ball. They need it. It's off the front rim, and Kirchhoff's there for the rebound for the Knights of Marian. She's fouled before she got to the timeline by Taylor's Josie Cobb. First on Josie, second against Taylor in quarter 3. Taylor has gone almost 5 minutes without a bucket. Their last one was a 2-point shot from Kendall Bradbury to make it 56-54 Marian. Taylor has gone scoreless since, and Marian has countered with a 13-0 onslaught. Tits are in the paint, tied up by Wise. Held ball, will keep it here with Marian.
Possession stays with the Knights.
The Marian bench has outscored the Taylor bench 15-0, but the big story today is those turnovers. 18 for Taylor. It's led to 19 Marian points. And the offense has gone ice cold here right now. They've gone almost in a 5-minute scoring drought. Suero circles around the baseline. Outside, Titzer three-point try is short off the left side rim. Jones muscles in from Marian and gets the rebound. 1:24 to go here in the fourth. The scoring drought continues for TU. Their 5-game winning streak looks to be on life support as Cobb leaps out and fouls Suero. Fourth against Taylor in the fourth, the second against Josie here in the contest.
Second personal, team score.
1:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. Titzer will get it in near sideline. Marian from left to right in blue. They're the 5th ranked team in the country. Taylor comes in at number 15. Suero held it left wing, looking for her 4-3. Nope, back rim long. Wise had it tapped away by Titzer. That's another offensive rebound here for the Marian Knights. They're 60 seconds away from winning this one. They're on a 13-0 run right now. Taylor had outscored Marian 7-3. It's now a 13-0 onslaught right now for Marian. Suero drives, missed it short on the right-handed layup attempt from the left side of the rim. 9th board for Cassidy Wise. With 42 seconds left, Taylor trying to end their, they haven't scored since the 6:30 mark. Cobb trying to change that, three-point try. Nope, up off the basket support. None of the referees called that. That was, you could have seen that one from the moon. About 4 seconds between game and shot clock. So Marian, at the very least, as Suero takes off her headband, will put it around her neck. They'll dribble out the final seconds in this one. And Taylor will go the final 6 minutes and 30 seconds without a point. Marian will close the game on at least a 13-0 run. Jones heaves up a left corner 3. And it'll be a 16-0 run to close it for Marian. With 7 seconds left, they lead 72-54. Cobb will try to change it, weaving right. She will give it off to Cobb, whose three-point shot is good, but it went in, it's missed. And so Taylor will go the final 6 minutes and 30 seconds with no points. The Marian Knights closed the game on a 16-0 run and snapped Taylor's 5-game winning streak here today, and they retain sole possession of first place in the Crossroads League. We'll take a break and come back with the Ivanhoe's postgame show after this. This is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojans Sports Network. Founded in 1950, Central Indiana Orthopedics began its tradition of offering compassionate expert treatment for patients with bone, joint, and muscle injuries and conditions. CIO doctors and staff continue that tradition today and provide specialized care in the following areas: ankle, back, elbow, foot, hand, hip, joint replacement and revision, knee, neck, physical medicine and rehabilitation, shoulder, spine, sports medicine, and wrist. CIO has locations in Anderson, Elwood, Fishers, Marian, Muncie, and Portland. The Anderson, Muncie, and Fishers offices also have walk-in clinics for acute injuries less than 2 weeks old, which do not require a referral or appointment. The doctors and specialized staff of CIO proudly serve as the official team doctors for Taylor University, as well as several area high schools and universities. To make an appointment or find out other information about Central Indiana Orthopedics, they can be reached at 800-622-6575 or at ciocenter.com. The Taylor University campus store, with their innovative textbook butler delivery service and name brand Taylor apparel and gifts, supports the Trojans year-round. The campus store, powered by Tree of Life Books, is a proud corporate partner of TU Athletics. It's easy to find something to show off someone's TU pride with 2 campus locations, one in the Dome and one in the campus center near the food court. The store is also open 24/7 at taylorcampusstore.com.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Since opening in the late 1980s, the Maddox Family Dental Center has been focusing on providing the highest quality dental care for their patients. Children to adults can receive a full-service treatment to meet their dental needs. The Maddox Family Dental Center has 2 locations in Hartford City and Dunkirk and always welcomes new patients. The Maddox Family Dental Center, a proud corporate partner of Taylor University Athletics.
The Taylor University Athletic Department would like to thank BZW Master Painters, Central Indiana Orthopedics, Pizza Hut of Gas City, and the Players Club at Woodland Trails for being men's basketball season sponsors for the 2017-2018 basketball season.
Back here inside Odell Arena, Rick Johnston with you. Final today, number 5 Marian snaps the Trojans' 5-game losing streak as they knock off number 15 Taylor by a final of 72-54. The Trojans went on a 7-3 burst to close it to within 2 to start that fourth quarter. A full timeout from Marian. They would outscore Taylor 16-0 over the final 6, almost 7+ minutes, as the Trojans were outscored 19-7 there in that fourth quarter, which was the game-changing quarter today for Marian. They shot the ball 44% from the floor after shooting 52% from the floor in the first half. They cooled off, as both teams did, mightily after halftime. Marian was 11 of 27 from the arc. They were 9 of 11 from 3, only went there 5 times in the second half. The Trojans shot 37% from the floor, 33% from 3, and they made all 6 of their free throws. The problem was all 6 of their free throws came in just the third quarter. They normally shoot 7 more free throws than their opponents. They also make almost 7 more free throws than their opponents per game. But today they were outscored by 3 at the line, and they took 5 less free throws. Then 5th-ranked Marian. The Knights were led by Deja Cyrus, who had a team-high 18 points on 8 of 14 shooting. She also had a team-high 8 rebounds. Joanna Suero had 13 points. She tied a season high with 3 made three-point shots. She also had 8 rebounds and 5 assists. Kelly Kirchhoff scored 8 of her 15 points in the fourth quarter. All 8 points in the fourth came in that pivotal 16-0 close. She was 5 of 12 from the floor. She had 3 rebounds and a team high, 7 assists and a team high 5 steals. Karen Jones had 3 points. Rachel Titzer had 8. Ellie Williams 6, Katie Ernstberger 3, and Sarah Corbin 6. For the Trojans, the only scores today were from their starters. James, Stratman, Netzley, Garrett, and Becca Books all were held scoreless. They went a combined 0 for 5 from the floor after they had gotten some really strong bench production over the last few contests. They were led by Cassidy Wise, who had a game-high 19 points. She was 7 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 10 from 3. She also had 9 rebounds and 3 assists. Kendall Bradbury had 9 points. That's 16 points below her NAIA leading 25 points per game. She only had 5 shots today as Marian triple-teamed her from the opening tip. She did have a game-best 12 rebounds, however. Josie Cobb did not attempt a shot in the first half. She scored all 10 of her points there in the third quarter. Aubrey Wright had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists for her second-best shooting performance of the year, but she had a team-high 6 turnovers. Abby Books completed the Taylor scoring with 3. So outside of the Bradbury scoring this afternoon, the other scoring today, the big story, Taylor turned it over 18 times in the game. It led to 19 points off of turnovers for Marian. The Knights turned it over just 8 times. The Trojans scored just 4 points off of the Marian miscues. Fast break points in favor of the Knights, 13-5. They also dominated points in the paint, 30-16. And the Marian bench outscored the Taylor bench, 15-0. We'll take a break, and when we do, we'll come back and we will wrap things up here on the Ivanhoe's post-game show. Taylor has their 5-game winning streak snapped as they fall at the hands today to number 5 Marian by a final of 72-54. This is Taylor women's basketball here on the Trojan Sports Network.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when a fan orders Pizza Hut for the game, they know exactly what they're getting.
Oh, nice.
Pizza, wings, as well as sides and desserts are all available at pizzahut.com or at their location in Gas City. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 6 different levels of membership for you to choose from. You can join for as low as $100, all the way up to the athletic director level for $1,500. Each level receives premiums, complimentary season tickets, as well as gifts from the athletic department. Members also receive special recognition during halftime of the annual Silent Night game. In recent years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics, like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to athletics.taylor.edu and search Trojan Club. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University's student athletes.
The Taylor University campus store, with their innovative textbook butler delivery service and name brand Taylor apparel and gifts, supports the Trojans year-round. The campus store, powered by Tree of Life Books, is a proud corporate partner of TU Athletics. It's easy to find something to show off someone's TU pride with 2 campus locations, one in the Dome and one in the campus center near the food court. The store is also open 24/7 at taylorcampusstore.com.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Founded in 1950, Central Indiana Orthopedics began its tradition of offering compassionate expert treatment for patients with bone, joint, and muscle injuries and conditions. CIO doctors and staff continue that tradition today and provide specialized care in the following areas: ankle, back, elbow, foot, hand, hip, joint replacement and revision, knee, neck, physical medicine and rehabilitation, shoulder, spine, sports medicine, and wrist. CIO has locations in Anderson, Elwood, Fishers, Marian, Muncie, and Portland. The Anderson, Muncie, and Fishers offices also have walk-in clinics for acute injuries less than 2 weeks old, which do not require a referral or appointment. The doctors and specialized staff of CIO proudly serve as the official team doctors for Taylor University, as well as several area high schools and universities. To make an appointment or find out other information about Central Indiana Orthopedics, they can be reached at 800-622-6575 or at ciocenter.com. Welcome back here inside Odell Arena. Rick Johnson with you, now joined by the head coach of the Trojans, Jody Martinez, and coach Kendall Bradbury. Layup makes it 54-52. You're held scoreless over the final 6:30. They close the game on a 16-0 run. What was the biggest reason for your setback today against the 5th-ranked team in the country?
Well, I think a lot of it was we got playing hard defense, and I don't know how many times throughout the game, but when we were down 2, the shot clock was winding down. The Marian players didn't know it, and number 11's over there by 30 feet away from the right by the bench, and Katie yells at her to shoot it, and she throws the ball from her hip and drains it.
Yeah.
And then instead of down 2 or down 5, I'm not sure what I can't remember our next possession, but if we missed a shot or turned it over, and then they come down and they run a set play with a good screen for 12,
yep,
and she drains the 3. So back-to-back threes.
And she had not shot the ball well all day.
No, and have a rule. If we're going to get beat by a team that hits 10 threes, and Marian hit 11. And, down here on our end, we just didn't execute and get good shots. We had looks. We didn't make them. Some of them were off balance. That's what the difference between good teams and great teams. And right now we're not a great team, and Marian is, and we're a good team, and that's not good enough.
They took away Kendall Bradbury. I would be hard-pressed to find the last time she took 5 shots in a game, probably back in middle school or something like that. And they triple-teamed her down there. They triple-teamed her here. Was that just the biggest difference? They just pretty much said, we're not gonna let her beat us, and you're gonna have everybody else have to do the damage today?
That is exactly, as you observe the game, the strategy. Kendall will not beat us, period. I don't care if we double or triple team. And that's the role of the other players, the supporting cast, where you got to step up and shoot the ball. There's so many shots early in the game. We had certain individuals, for some reason, not shoot it. But once again, it's a great strategy. We feed the ball inside to Kendall. They had 2, 3 times, three players on her at times. We make the extra pass, you got to shoot. And when your supporting cast doesn't score, then you get results where you only have 54 points.
No bench scoring today, but I thought Aubrey Wright for spurts. I know she had 6 turnovers, but she really provided a good scoring punch there, particularly in that second quarter when Kendall picked up her second personal foul.
And Aubrey's got a great shot. We tell her to shoot all the time in practice. We tell her, you're open, you got to shoot the ball. I mean, she had 18 points against a tough team in Arizona, Dakota Wesleyan down in Arizona. And then we come here, and then she wants to have a pass mentality. And, you know, that's very unselfish of her. But this is a game where you got to use your strengths, too, and help your team out. When your man's sagging out and trapping, you got to hit the shots. And so we got on her to shoot the ball, and she finally did. And then, you know, like you said, she had six turnovers. And the problem is Marian converted into points those turnovers.
A lot of live ball turnovers.
I mean, they had 19 points off turnovers, and you lose by 18. And it's just one of those things that's the same thing that hurt us in the third quarter at Marian was the points off turnovers. And that's a discipline. And, you know, we got a month to figure it out. And hopefully the next chance we get, hopefully we'll see them in the championship game of the conference tournament. That's the goal we got to shoot for right now because Marian has Wesleyan on Wednesday, and I think the rest of the schedule favors them playing the bottom teams. And so, you know, we got to regroup on Monday and get ready for St. Francis.
Thanks for the time, Joe. I know it's a tough one today.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck Wednesday.
All righty.
That's Jody Martinez joining us here on the Ivanhoe's postgame show. We'll wrap it up. We'll say goodbye because we have men's basketball. Marian and Taylor coming up next. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you 5 minutes. Bye.
Since opening in the late 1980s, the Maddox Family Dental Center has been focusing on providing the highest quality dental care for their